What we got here today is a Stihl FS56 RC weed eater. I got this weed eater for Christmas. It's a 2-cycle weed eater. So it has a spark arrestor screen on the end of the muff can sell it on the end of the muffler. So if you take it off, you can start a grass fire. And you want to clean these every few months. It has an Stihl's easy to start, and I drain the gas out of mine, and it has this safety feature, so you have to push this down to rev it up to spin the weed eater head. So like, if you just did that, it wouldn't rev up, and so this came out in 2024, and one thing I don't like, but I have to do, is on here you got to put the Stihl tool to open the air filter. I actually have this. I have it. So it's got like a hex tip. I don't know what you call it. And so like, and so like there's some bolts like that are on the end of it. Let me just put this right here to try and read this. Okay, so what you can do if you need to clean the air filter is, since I haven't even opened this, so what you want to do, this is hard to do one-handed. So what you want to do is you unscrew this, and so take off the cover. There's the cover, and here's the air filter. There is an arrow for it to point up, not down. And I think it has a Zama carburetor. Yeah, it has a Zama carburetor. There's a Zama carb. There's your adjusting knobs. I think it has limiter caps on it. See, look right there. There's your throttle thing that connects to the carb to get it to know how much fuel to send to the engine when it's revving. And so that's looking on the intake side of the engine, and that's the exhaust side. And in here is a clutch. So whenever it's idling, it doesn't spin that head. And so it's just sitting there idling, and it has these teeth things in it. And it's inside that, and it's sitting there idling, it doesn't have enough centrifugal force to make it open. And so whenever you're revving this, revving it, nuts, it opens, it makes some teeth fly out. And so it makes it, and then that's what engages the head. Just sit there right there. So I'm turning this weed eater around. really think they could improve on this and not make you have a steel tool to take this off. But the dealer I bought it from and gave me one. Okay, let me turn this around. I will give you a start of this weed eater too. I don't have to give you some important things to note. So this weed eater head, doing their commercial ones, there is a grease port that's probably right, maybe on this side. And it takes one of these kind of like, no, this isn't the real size, but it takes like one of these sockets. And you would put Stihl's grease in here. It's like oil the gearbox. And oiling this gearbox, but this is a service-free gearbox. And it's one thing I'm gonna note, is if you are to take this weed eater head off, which I don't have a reason to, but if you were to, there is this here, I don't have it, just like some metal thing in there, and you would take this off. One thing to note is, do not mix, like this part here, don't mix that up. If you mix that up, then this weed eater head like won't act right, or I don't really know what will happen. I've not even touched this thing. I mean, I've used it once, but another thing to note is, only use weed eater string head. So like this head is right, and don't use like the metal blades that come up, like you can buy for like the commercial ones, because the shaft isn't solid. This isn't a solid side. It's a straight shaft, but it is not solid. And if you were to hit like a hard thing, it would destroy this shaft. And there's no taking off this well. It probably is, but you really don't want to, because I'm betting that ain't easy. Don't use those like metal blade things, like the like the 3-bladed one, or the saw blade, like the brush head, yeah. And so, another thing to notice, which is what I like, is if you were to put in choke, that's full choke, and if you were to squeeze the throttle, see, it moves it back, and I like that. So you don't running it on choke, and it'll die. It won't die out. And I don't take this, I haven't taken this apart. I don't want to take it apart, but other thing on this thing is I like is there's these two things, and then what it's for is you put this on a spark plug boot, and you stick it on there, and you take out the spark plug. There's the dealer if you're interested. Oh yeah, one more thing is, do not, okay, I saw a video somebody made of this wheel. It was any Stihl wheel, and I was on it, and I saw this video, and it was actually a decent video. I actually liked it. So there's a video, and they were in a video of why not to take the guard off. I don't take the guard off while we do it. I don't. I think it's dumb. I don't know why people do it. I mean, if you're a commercial landscaper, I can get it, because you want a lot, insane amount of line. But, the reason I take it off is because there's this blade here that cuts it off to like a certain length. Like that. Cuts it off to a certain length. And people take it off, and it makes this clutch overheat. Because not the clutch, it makes the engine overheat from you running an insane amount of line and it bogging down and making the engine bog down, and it make it work harder. So when you take it off and you're running line like maybe out to here, running out to here, and you take that line off, and you're over here taking the line off, and you have a line out to here, and you hit let's say you hit really thick brush, and you hear the engine bogging down, and it makes it work harder, and it can make it overheat, and it have uneven wear, well not uneven wear, but it makes it overheat way too much. And so, also, it can make the clutch wear out an insane amount. It makes it wear out quicker. And see, like, when you got the line to its normal length like this, when it's normal length like this, it doesn't bog down as much. And also, and then there's like a bearing in it. And so whenever you do that, and you take the bearing out, the bearing doesn't come out itself. Like, you gotta buy the whole thing. Especially on, like, this type. It's not very commercial, but it basically is commercial. So, like, what you do is, it's like, you'd have to buy this whole part right here. But on the commercial, you've got, like, that one part, and it's already in the expensive. I don't know off the top of my head how much it is. And, they make another version of this weed eater. It's a one with, like, 8 handles on the side. That one, I think, comes with, like, a steel shaft. I don't know which. Yeah, that's about it. I think I'll give y'all a startup of this weed eater. I hope it starts. I think the RCE is the one with the big handle. This is just the RCE. And I think that's the RCE is